This Raptor R behind me is fully decked out. I'll include a link to iDrive Truck's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Raptor. If you have any questions and you need help, just ask for David. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a supercharged 5.2 liter V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic. It puts out 720 horsepower and then 640 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now everything has either been blacked out or paint matched on this. You guys can see the painted power dome there in the center. And then you notice the headlights have been kind of like tinted. They're just darker overall. The grill's got some blacked out trim, but then also some metallic silver gray to match the rest of the truck. This also comes with an ADD bumper up front that's been painted to match. You've got a light bar built into that bumper, and this actually does increase the approach angle a bit. Overall, all the painted elements plus the bumper make the front end of this truck look quite a bit more aggressive. Our tire and wheel setup is 37 by 12.5 by 22. You can see the wheels are completely blacked out, and we've got these aggressive mud terrain tires. We'll see how those perform on the drive, but they definitely make it look crazier. And it looks like the springs have also been changed out with this package. Now the fender flares, you can see the venting's been painted. The mirror cap is entirely painted now too, but you still have the normal Raptor side steps. And it still has the dual valve, live valve Fox shocks. Here's a side profile with everything. I'm really interested to see how this drives. Man, it looks cool. I love the rumble you get out of the exhaust. Just has a nice deep tone to it. Now, of course, we've got the tinted taillights here. You can see the ADD bumper with the lights painted to match. So when you put everything all together, very uniform and again, a bit more aggressive than a regular Raptor. We got a lot of muscle with this week's giveaway. The first car is a 1964 Corvette Resto Mod with a 500 horsepower small block V8, a 5-speed Tremec manual, and upgraded brakes to give you modern performance. The next is a new Z06 with all of the carbon fiber and the 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 producing 670 horsepower. On top of that, you do get $60,000 in cash if you win this giveaway to help pay for the taxes. As always, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus tickets on any donation, $25 or more. And need I remind you, this has the fully loaded Raptor interior. So with the R, Ford gives you nicer trim on the door panels. They also give you the bucket seats. They're power adjustable, but they're a bit more aggressive. But yeah, you can see nicer trim here on the dash. We have the giant screen. We still have luxury features like heated and ventilated seats. You've got a fully digital gauge cluster. You've got the nice Raptor style steering wheel. And you've got all the adjustments still, you know, for the steering, the suspension, the exhaust, the drive modes, it's all still there. And yeah, all of the Raptor logos with the R to signify this as the V8. Now altogether, this is about 160 grand. So with that being said, let's see how it performs. It feels like to be a rich F-150 Raptor driver. But yeah, seriously, I mean, this is a pretty cool setup if you ask me. Now, obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of oversized wheels, but I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people like them. They, more than like them, they love them. They just love the look that it provides. But yeah, with that and the all-terrain tires, I mean, I can already feel it chunking out the road a little bit more. It's not bad at all. It's just noticeable. Fox shocks help out quite a bit with softening things up. The compression on this is not bad at all. Oh man, that's fast. You can get in trouble with this thing. Ooh, that is quick. Yeah, even with the mud terrains and the oversized, well, I mean, this comes with 37s from the factory, but these oversized wheels with the mud terrains, this is going to be probably a heavier setup than stock, I imagine. So it's probably a little bit more weight for this thing to move, but it, of course, does not struggle at all. Zero struggle for the Raptor. Yeah, I love how it's just a continuous wave of torque. That's smooth. Yeah, the overall delivery's just driving around, and I think they do thicker glass in the Raptors. Yeah, they do double pane up front at least, so it helps out with the overall insulation. Makes it feel a little bit more luxe. So much torque. You know, you don't really, because of the double pane windows, so normally with mud terrain tires, if you guys have driven mud terrains, you know what I'm talking about. You hear the ooh, humming, right, all the time. But because this has the thicker glass, I don't think they have it in the back. Yeah, just listening to that, I can actually, I've gotten to the point where I can now tell if it's double paned or not just by the sound. So it's not double paned in the back. But yeah, just that thicker glass up front reduces that tire noise a massive amount. Suspension's not uncomfortable, it's a little bit firmer. You definitely are going to feel things just a bit more with, again, with the tire and wheel setup. But hey, it's still daily drivable. Still more than daily drivable. So, I guess we'll sum things up in just a moment. Yeah, there's 4:15. I was going to say, where is this traffic coming from? What are these people doing? Well, we're getting into rush hour, so it makes sense. I will say the Raptor R doesn't sound nearly as crazy as the TRX still. It's not, I mean, let's pop it into sport. It's a little bit louder in sport, but it's still kind of just a more muffled sound in general. And that's one thing I think Ford could improve on the Raptor R. But again, there's aftermarket companies that do exhausts, I guess, if you want to just have a little bit more noise. So it's like, that would fix it. But, and the other thing about the Raptor that's interesting is there's like not a lot of supercharger noise. Like with the TRX, it's all supercharger. But with this, it's basically intake. You hear some intake noise and you hear the exhaust. There's not a lot of whine. And I personally really like supercharger whine. Man, that is a beefy noise. Like you get a bit of supercharger, but yeah, it's not super prominent. So let me know your thoughts on the custom Raptor R here. I think it's a cool looking truck. Not for everyone, obviously, especially considering Raptor R price tags, right? But it's definitely unique. It definitely turns heads. And I think that someone that's spending, you know, over 6 figures on a pickup truck, you know, not only do they want the performance that the Raptor R provides, but I think they also want the kind of head turning factor that this has, where it's, you know, with the paint match and with the big wheels and everything, it's gonna stand out on the road. Let me know your thoughts.